Well, I've just run over my snips with a diamond hone, so in theory they should be sharper than they were. Now I need to see where this clip is. Turn them round, down in there. Naturally it's relatively inaccessible, but I'll see how we go. Actually what I'll do is I'll wind the springs up a bit more, and that'll make it a bit easier, simply because those clamps will slide down a bit. Be easier to access them. Here we go. It's looking a lot better. Still got to get it cut, but it's certainly looking a lot better. Now, and I'll put a torch on that so I can see where we start. That is a tough little mother. That's why we use them that size, so they don't break easy, and they also don't cut very easily. Oh, it's got him again. It's cut halfway. It's the second half we're trying to get at. Right, I'll tighten that up a little bit more. The mainspring, that should have heaps of access now. I'll try the other end actually. Alright, see how we go with that, maybe. That's the first part of it. No, I'm going to have to concentrate on this, so I'll do it offline. Well, good times I had by all. I managed to get the zip ties off the cable ties, and there they are as proof that I have. Everything's looking alright there at the moment. I'll tie down the base of that. And now we're going to put the dial on, which I have to find, which is there. And there's the bezel. So I'll align the face. That looks like it about there. I'll have to find the screws for that. What do you got here? Bezel screws, movement tie down screw. So the hands, a clamp, 1, 2, 3, 4, a bezel. Alright, I'll put those into a dish. We've got 1, 2, 3 holes on the face, and I would assume the other 2 screws are to tighten down the bezel. Gee, they're tiny. I hope it will just fit in. Alright, first one goes there. My finger, it's a bit tight there. The screw holding screwdriver moved, and that's going to need a smaller screwdriver. Now find out which set of holes is which. There's one there. Alright, I'll push this in by hand. That's got him. And I'll use one of my version screwdrivers. They have a much finer blade on them. See if we can, that's a start. And we've got one up there, which will go there and tighten him down. And this guy here has to be tightened down now. That's got him tight. Okay. Now, I have to investigate the bezel. So that's going to have to come off there without breaking. There we go, the glass. That came up, and that sits like so, and we haven't got a complete set of screws for that, that's for sure. We've only got 2 left. I'll tighten this one down for a start. That's another epoxy Phillips head screw. Right, I'll have to have a look in my kit and find some more of those screws in a moment, but tighten this one down. I'll leave that there. Yeah, another Phillips head. Great, in the bin. Get our wood screws out again. And I think that is the size we're after. Right, let's have a look and see. We'll drop one in there. Tighten that down. Don't want to let go of the bezel because it'll flick off and possibly be damaged. There. 1, 2. Actually, I have a feeling I'll put that aside and I'll remove this plate again, because I have a feeling the 2 of those pieces go on with the same set of screws, the dial and the bezel, because those screw holes align. Yes, they do. Alright, so put that there for the moment. Remove these screws. That's why I couldn't find a hold for those screws, because I already had a screw in it. Alright, take that out and we'll start off again. Bezel back over here, and I'll push one in there to get an initial alignment. Tighten it down. Yep, that's going to solve the problem. One that goes into there, tighten it down, and now the one over there will now work because it hasn't got a screw just holding the face on the dial. And that lifts it up. Alright, needs to be a bit tighter. I'll put one over there, align that and screw it down. They come in very handy, these version screwdrivers, for this sort of operation. Tighten them all down. And the fifth one, which is that angle there. Alright, so now what we've got to do is align the minute arbor in the centre of that slot there. So I'll loosen these off a tiny little bit. We'll do a little bit of rotation on it. Hold that so it doesn't fall over. Okay, and let's see, I'll tighten that down. I don't remember if that sat in the centre. The winding arbors look like they're in the right position, but I'll check the hands in a moment and see how they fit. That there. Now, where's our hands? Somewhere over here. There we go. I'll put them in a dish. The little knurl nut on to hold them on, and the minute hand is caught in there. That's got him. Alright, I'll put the hour hand on, and as always when we're starting a clock movement, we start the hours at 12. Then once we hang it up, it goes that way. Once we hang it up on the wall to see how it's working, then we can adjust the hands to the correct time. It's a bit hard to see for everybody. You can't see it and I can't see it either. But that little nut has to go on there to hold the minute hand on. Give that a bit of a turn. Alright, now I would have thought that's better. We've set that at 12 now. Up on the wall, we'll attach the pendulum to it and we'll see it working.